mega move from the German driver, Janis Fischer, all the way around the outside at turn 9.
Birch may be struggling for pace a little bit. You saw him actually letting go of the steering wheel briefly there. That was out of turn 10. That would have been a fairly...
Mustang of Chicotto, which is at the moment hanging on to 10th place. Fischer has found a gap again. Of the two, doesn't he? But cannot quite find a way through. Here shows his nose again all the way into turn 10. He's almost pushing Olsen through the corner. Come on, he says. Get out of my way. I want to go for second place here. Can he find a way through at the chicane? He's going to have a go here, but the inside line is going to be covered, so he's going to have to go the outside line here. Ferrari might do this on the way to the left-hander. On the gravel he goes through. Fantastic. Runs wide.
But at the moment, he's challenging again along the parabolica, absolutely flat out. Janis Fischer to the left-hand side, onto the outside, into the hairpin, under braking, gets the job done, this time without contact, and retakes that position. So 4th place for Janis Fischer.
But Salmon has still got potentially an extra 10 points that he could get from qualifying, because you only get the points from the qualifying session you do. There is the replay of the Mercedes getting ahead of the
Lamborghini. Then Pickler tried to take the high line, cut back to the inside line. This is a replay what it looked like. Out along the pit straight, Fury picking up at slipstream on the Porsche. Alex Fack moves to the left-hand side into the right-hand corner. Leighton Fury takes that one with relative ease. Is Alex Fack going to come back round the outside? Doesn't look like.
Well, it's a six-way battle now, because 5th and 6th have caught up, as well as Nico Hanka has a look up the inside of Nicholas Callas in the Mustang, but a left-hander
was the position he was in. He's already muscled his way up to 11th place, not quite, because Eduardo Cosseteng's come back at him.
Yeah, got the job done on Eduardo Cosseteng. Here he goes, trying to find a way past the Liqui Moly Lamborghini. Probably has to be patient here, or maybe not. No, he goes for it straight away over the crest into the right-hander at turn 9. And Fischer has gained another place, so he's gone from 12th to 10th on this lap. Cosseteng gets through as well as a problem. Makes it just 90 kilometres now as they're about to slam on the brakes down into the Spitzkehre. These two, if they start to fight each other, you know, 3rd and 4th are not that far behind. Hanka and Vega could still get involved in this battle for the lead.
And in the previous lap, Salmon Vega was the quickest in Sector 2. And if you're going to be quickest in any sector, Sector 2 is the one to do it on, because it's quite a lot bigger than Sectors 1 and 3.
Yeah, starting position seems to be better.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Cedric Fuchs now heading up towards turn 3 with Lewis Moser on the inside. So Lewis Moser in the number 70 BMW out of turn 3. Moser has that inside line. If he can hold that in towards turn 4, he's going to have the racing line coming out of the next corner that you have sat in many times in the past. But up in front of them, Emil Heyerdahl and Lachlan Robinson. So Emil Heyerdahl.
Marcus Pommer, we pick up on that now. So as they head up towards the Remus turn then, Philip Salaquada to the outside, Marcus Pommer to the inside, and Pommer goes through. Cutting a swathe through the pack was the Lamborghini Huracan of Mirko Bortolotti, who in his target sights now had the pin.
With Patrick Niederhauser, the Audi and the BMW getting together, the front wing of the Katzberg car is badly damaged. In fact, there's damage all around the car. You can see them bumping off each other around the very lively turn 12. And it looks like Katzberg's into the pits. Also his teammate, Niklas Kruten, in the fellow Schubert Motorsport car. He's got damage. That's as a result of a collision with Christopher Haase. So both the Schubert Motor Race
are smoking in the pits. They're scrambling for positions further back. It's a sense of deja vu from last year's GT4 race here. Right, look at this. Oscar Christensen challenging up the hill to the inside. Championship leader, Jamo Hurtling. Hurtling cannot afford a non-finish, so needs to tread very carefully. Try telling a drop, and that is going to really drop them out of the championship hunt.
Yeah, looking for a 3rd podium of the season, potentially, but that has not happened.
Oh, look at this.
Fantastic battling going on. But the gap from 2nd to 3rd, as you can see, keeps coming down, and it's come right down now. Is he going to go for it at the first opportunity? Finn Wiebel, as he's thinking about it, almost runs into the back left corner of the BMW as it goes through.
Blatov in the blue Audi. Here's further back, Julian Hanses, who's worked his way from further back on the grid. The two Pro-Am drivers towards the back, they are indicated by the green boxes around their number.
In the Mercedes, fastest lap so far, 136.3, also 136.3, just over half a take. Pickler versus Fack, the gap down to just a few tenths of a second.
1.5 laps remaining of the penultimate race of the 2025 season for the ADAC GT Masters. The win is looking reasonably secure at the moment, as long as Nico Hanke can bring it home without any dramas. Second place, very much up for grabs. Leo Pickler round this corner into turn 14, out onto the pit straight. But suddenly, Zimmerman has broken clear. He knows he's got to get past Schwarzer as quickly as possible to defend from Julian Hanses. Hanses has dropped back a little, and now Zimmerman, with a nose in front, takes the lead of the race. Emil Yerdrum sees a gap on the inside system, but certainly the BMWs with the BOP, the balance of performance, which is issued to make sure the cars are level, maybe kicking in a little bit and pegging them back. Yesterday's winner, Denis Bulatov, in 10th place, and Leo Pickler there as well. Pickler very much wanting to get points, and down in 9th place at the moment is not what they need. From Tim Zimmerman, so Bulatov, sorry, that's Finn Wiebelhaus in the Mustang. So Denis Bulatov and Finn Wiebelhaus. We could have quite a scrap for the podium positions at the end of this, although Tim Zimmerman has a fairly wild ride. Ooh, calm down, everybody. Out of turn 12, he kept it out of the gravel. So, yes, he is pushing. I think we can confirm he's pushing, isn't he? Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, Wiebelhaus was
Definitely not a good position where you want to be facing the wrong way. Everybody coming off the street.
That's scary, I should think.
That's a bit scary, yeah.
Yeah. As we see Alex Connor and Cedric Fuchs running side by side. So Connor, who had been shuffled down the order, now that car, the number 8 car that is prepared by BWT Muka Motorsport, they've had a bit of a nightmare with it this year. So Berke Besler, second in the championship, into 8th place at the moment. So
between Luca Ludwig for HB Racing and Matteo Jaminet in the Porsche, and a good overtake there from Matteo Jaminet, who goes through on the inside of the Ferrari 488 driven by Luca Ludwig. But Luca Ludwig was sticking with him here, and Matteo Jaminet, of course, had been through some of this earlier on in the race with Kevin Estre, but this time made sure that the Porsche was as wide as possible and therefore denied the opportunity.
Still Mick Wiesofer in 2nd place, Janus Fitcher, but up into 3rd place. Great drive from Simon Riker in the East Talent Racing Team Audi R8. Christian Engelhardt is challenging Salmon Ovega, and this is for 7th place. Also there is Max Paul, Jesse Krohn in the BMW behind as well. What a great scrap, 4 cars all going for that 7th place, and it is Christian Engelhardt.
now Gabriella Piana has dropped back to 16th place, and what is going on there? Having made that monumental start, challenging the front runners, and now running 2 places from last. So Piana, second in the championship, 9 points back from Enrico Ferderer and Jamo Hertling, in all sorts of trouble. And Gogolok's car looks like bits are falling apart with every lap. That's a headlight that's hanging off.
hander at turn 10. They go through that corner at about 140 kilometres an hour. This corner here, turn 10, and then downhill to the start-finish line, and then a steep climb uphill into the right-hander at turn 1. When they get to the top of the hill at turn 3, that's the heaviest.
So he lines him up once again, now up onto the 19-degree banking of turn 3. It's like the wall of death around there. Tim Zimmerman there, and now he gets a run out of turn 3 into turn 4 and just breezes in front. The power of that BMW up into 2nd place for Sandro Holzem, his best ever finish, because they're about to head into the Parabolica. Fact is up nice and close. He pulls alongside the Mercedes. The 2 cars a drag race in towards the hairpin, but more power for the Porsche than under braking, as long as he can get it slowed down into the right-hander hairpin. Position has been taken up into a podium position for Alex Pack and Alexander Schwarzer. It is the Pro-Am.
Holzem, but that's not going to put off the Mercedes driver, and this is what it looked like from the outside. Perfectly pulled off manoeuvre that, because you got that change of direction. He might have been on the outside for the first corner, but he knew he'd be the inside for the second corner. No contact, just running out of road there at the BMW, because the Mercedes 6 or 7 tenths of a second behind.
I wonder if he's just getting the tyres back into the window. Problems for Holzem. Smoke point.
Max Rice trying to come around the outside of the BMW. Tim Zimmerman. Zimmerman, though, knows he's got the line. Come alongside me, but you can't get past me. However, there is a right-hander coming up eventually, so maybe the Mustang will be able to get through there. Bits of bodywork flat, but he does get through. So another really well executed move that by Zimmerman, 46.095 for Wiebelhaus. So yeah, need to run through the Spitzkehrer. Plenty of grunt with the Mustang, the V8, good effort. So overall, it goes through the line. 141.1 for the leader, Schwarzer 140.1.
As a result of the second place yesterday, not looking to have the pace that he was probably expecting. Nicholas Callas ahead of him in the Mustang. Meanwhile, Yanis Fitcher challenges Dennis Fetzer. Fetzer in the Mustang. Now challenging Lachlan Robinson, whichever way you want to look at it. A lot of fighting just to even get into the points. So Igor Litvinenko is the next one to queuing up. Enrico Federer challenging Igor Litvinenko. So this is for 13th place. Again, Enrico Federer, with the championship in mind, needs to push forwards, needs to get those points. But if you end up in the gravel trap, as was the case with that car at Sachsenring, then you ain't going to get any points.
But he sticks with it. Oh, the back end of the car steps out on the painted rumble strips. But this, if Frank Stippler can pull this off, will be the overtake of the race. Absolutely brilliant. All the way around the outside of the MRSG.
Front, Salman of Vega, now easy prey to Max Paul, who comes through, as does Jesser Krohn. The two cars collide with each other. This is the perspective from the Allied Racing Porsche of Joel Sturm. Krohn backs out of it, and that allows the very impressive Joel Sturm